So there's the frustration to start to build up again, another honourable loss.
Yeah, it does. It's gut wrenching, for the players. They work so hard, and you'd love some reward for effort, but unfortunately we just didn't get that today. So we just got to keep, as hard as it is, you just got to keep fronting up and keep teaching them and keep embracing what we're trying to teach them, and make sure they learn and learn from the last quarter when we potentially had a bit of momentum, and they shut the game down really well, and we sort of went away from what we'd asked them to do in the second half. So hopefully, as hard as it is when we're in that situation again, that we can do the right things and get a win.
How were the boys after the match?
Oh, naturally very flat. As I said, they worked that hard. They've been working really hard since last August. We're getting very close. We'll just continue to work hard, and hopefully we get that win that we're craving.
So what positives do you take out of this really close result?
Just when we follow instructions, we can be a really competitive side. Some of our efforts today by individual players, I thought Joshy Cleaver, he did a really good roll down back. I think Sharks Barwick showed some good signs offensively. You can see the improvement Paddy Walker's made in the last 12 months since, basically since the end of the season. He's obviously been playing Devils every week. And he's going to be a very good footballer. So there are signs that individual players are getting better, but we need to get better as a whole group, and that's what we'll continue to strive to do.
How's Colin Garland going? Because he kicked 2 today, but he seemed to be really struggling.
Yeah, his hammy wasn't great, but it's pretty selfless though to continue to provide a really big target. We probably didn't look after him enough one-on-one, didn't kick it to his right side, so he's pulled up quite sore, so we'll just see how he is during the week.
So how do you assess the season so far? Now we're at the halfway point.
Yeah, we're obviously the only winless team in the competition, so from that point of view it's disappointing. We're showing signs of improving, but we, as I've said many times before, we've still got a lot of work to do. We've had a pretty ruthless education sessions in the last 2 weeks with letting your teammates down, so we'll continue to drive those standards, and we won't play those guys that don't live up to the standards we're trying to teach them. So you'll see a few guys come into the side and a few guys go out, so it's not all about the amount of possessions they get, it's about doing things for the team and following instructions. So we'll continue to keep teaching them that, and it's going to make the club be in a better place by the end of the year than it was at the start.
So you did feel today that there was maybe a couple of passages?
Yeah, I think little things. They got a goal before 3/4 time. We're in control of the ball. We just need to sort of milk a minute off the clock. We turn it over, kick it out of bounds in the full, resulting in inside 50. They get a mark on the goal line, and it's 3/4 time siren goes. So just little things like that. We need to iron out of our game, and we've got to eliminate the amount of mistakes we're making that cost us goals.
And next week you've got a good chance to test yourselves up against North Melbourne here at North Hobart.
Yeah, I mean
it's hard to think about it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, since we played them up there a month ago, they've won every game by 80 points. So we just got to go up there down here, obviously with the right mindset. Try and play as much one-on-one footy as we can. Try and deny their good players getting too much space, and it's another challenge. Obviously Jay Foon's a really good player across half back. So someone like Josh Cleaver, for instance, hopefully in 3 or 4 years' time, he's the Jay Foon for North Hobart. Hopefully a Sam Caswell is a Josh Ponting in 3 or 4 years' time. So it's a massive challenge, but something that we're not going to shy away from. And we'll dig in on Monday night, and we'll make sure that we have a really good week, and we'll prepare well, and who knows what could happen.
So Trent, your thoughts on a real nail-biting contest here at North Hobart?
Yeah, it was a grind, it was a scrap, and we knew that coming into it, so we're just really pleased to get the 4 points, and that's what today was all about for us. Keep improving, getting a win, another win under our belt, and also I think, with Lauderdale beating Clarence, it puts us 2 games clear in 5th spot. So we've given ourselves, now we're at our true half point, having played 9 games. We give ourselves now a chance to compete in the back end of the year and start to try and aim towards playing some finals footy, which is pleasing.
How important was your defence in the last quarter?
Yeah, I thought they set up pretty well all game. Like I thought Sam Rice, Lockie Godomski, Lockie Griggs getting back as a bit more of a defensive winger was fantastic today. I think we were able to control stoppages a little bit more in the last quarter. We got a lot more repeat stoppages in our territory. So I think after North Hobart kicked those first 2 goals of the last quarter, we were able to probably win that battle a little bit more and keep it in our area. A couple of shots hit the post that we would have liked to have been goals, which could have put it to bed a little bit earlier. But yeah, the defenders, they stood up all day. I thought Will Poland's job on Colin Garland was fantastic. Colin kicked a couple, but I think Will really halved a lot of contests or got his hand on the ball with a lot of them too.
How important was Sam Rice's inclusion today? Because I thought he had a terrific game.
Yeah, Rice is obviously our captain. You never want to lose your captain. He had a specific role behind the footy today, and he played it perfectly. So him and Lockie Godomski as well played a role together, and that only helps Lockie's development as well, having Ricey next to him leading from the front. And I thought he was steady for us, and he's our captain, so he should be, and he is for us most weeks.
Another Lockie Griggs, he had a really good performance today as well.
Yeah, I think Griggs was great. I think he had 32, a lot of marks, especially his last quarter. I think it was a day for the Lockies with us as well. Like Cliffy was outstanding, Lockie Clifford. His work across half forward, playing a little bit more hit up role. But then when he went inside, he was so good for us today, Cliff. And I thought Lockie Watt's role in the back end of the 4th quarter and a little bit of the 3rd quarter, we sent him to Sam Darley, who was having a pretty good influence on the game. And I thought he grinded away and did a really fantastic role for us. So yeah, we've got a lot of Lockies in the team. And they all played pretty well today.
Kieran Lovell also got 29 disposals today. Another solid performance from him.
Yeah, Kieran works really hard. They showed him a lot of attention, as he should. Like Kieran should be used to or expecting to see attention most weeks. So his work rate was really good, and a midfielder like him on North Hobart Oval, it's a really, if you can control stoppages and win that territory battle, you're going to have a good game. So Kieran and Ryan Matthews, and even Jared Drew coming in there. He normally plays off half back for us, and then we pushed Marcus Davies through there in the last quarter too. So that midfield as a collective unit was pretty good today.
And Elijah Reid is also developing into a really handy player for you guys, and took one of the marks of the year, I thought, today.
Yeah, that's one part of the vision that I'm looking forward to watching back, because I think we had to take pause and take a deep breath in the box, because everyone went up. Like, that's what Elijah can do. Like, we know his tricks. He can go vertical, and he's every week he's starting to show those little glimpses. It's starting to put together a good, consistent 4-quarter performance. So, yeah, it was a pretty special moment. So, looking forward to having a look at that.
So halfway through the season now, how do you assess the season so far?
Yeah, well, I suppose we sit now after 9 games on 3 wins. Last year we won 3 games. So, we've equalled our win total from last year in the first half of the season, which is a step forward for the footy club. We're sitting 2 games clear in the 5 now as well, which is also important. So I feel like, we're taking some steps forward, which is what we want to do. Our 6th year in the TSL as a club. So we've got to keep growing, we've got to keep improving. And I think now we've given ourselves an opportunity to really attack that back end of the year and try and make some noise. And
next week you get a really good opportunity to further shut the Roos out of the top 5.
Yeah, so Clarence always tough opposition. Very well coached. Jez is probably one of the best coaches in the league. Like, he's got a fantastic knowledge and he coaches them really well. So we have our work cut out for us again, and they'll want to respond. Our first quarter down there was really good against them last time, kicking 7 goals. So, and I know they were really disappointed in their performance that day. So they'll be really looking to respond, and also, they're hungry. They're chasing us now. So, they want to claw back a win on us. So, ready for another challenge. Enjoy it tonight. Celebrate with each other, and good to see some smiles on the face. Good to see smiles on the face of the volunteers, the supporters. We banked 4 points, and but we'll get over it pretty quickly. And Monday night we'll start to get stuck into Clarence.